sure he wants to be a champion again. He's got the heart, he's got the skill, and he pulled this victory off.
Absolutely. The Huntington Beach bad boy is back.
Vitor came in and he was on. That was the best Vitor that you're gonna ever see. I ran up the stairs, I came back down, got my hand raised, boom, walked in the back. Belfort was gassed out, and they ended up taking him to the hospital because overexhaustion. When I fight guys, I push guys to pure exhaustion just because I press them so hard.
And I've got good conditioning and a good heart, and I'm not gonna quit in a fight. There's nothing he can do that's gonna make me quit.
That guy's not a pushover. This kid's a tough fighter, and I'm taking him like that because if I look past him, that's when I'm making the mistake.
Beautiful display of mixed martial arts technique by Forrest Griffin.
Why not just go for submissions, too? You know, a lot of guys aren't confident in going submissions against him because they're getting elbowed in the face.
He has great stand-up, and stand-up's awesome.
Elvis is rocked. Good uppercut.
I'm an underdog fighter. I need people to come out and hit me and push me a little bit.
I think Forrest will realize about 2 minutes into the fight, he'll realize that I shouldn't be here.
At 14:58, I'm still gonna be trying to take his head off.
I have no mercy for Forrest Griffin at all. Not 1 ounce of mercy for him.
The persona's the persona. I don't have to fight that. I just have to fight him.
He's someone who's standing in front of my dream. My dream is to win my world title back.
It's simple. Right now, my ultimate goal is beat Tito Ortiz. Do my taxes, beat Tito Ortiz. That's all I gotta do.
McCarthy's gonna have a problem getting me off of him, because I ain't stopping. I'm gonna give every one of those fans at home what they want to see, and that's the best of Tito Ortiz.
Well, that is the question that everybody is asking. Will the real Tito Ortiz step up once again? Or will tonight be another great night for the kid from Columbus, Ohio via Athens, Georgia, the former police officer, Forrest Griffin?
Hard to break. Tito could beat him and beat him and beat him and beat him, but Forrest, he won't go away. He'll keep trying to swing, take his head off, just like you said.
You understand the mental part of this game, Stephan. How different is this step up in this big building, the biggest event in UFC history, against the longtime light heavyweight champion than it was in perhaps the Ultimate Fighter finale against you? How much more pressure is on Forrest?
Well, with Forrest, it's all the same. I don't think he feels the pressure. You know, it's all the same. It's just like me and him in there, and he's going to fight his heart out, I guarantee it.
Now, you had that very, very close decision with him, which could have gone either way, easily could have gone to you. What's going through your mind watching him take this big step right now to fight Tito Ortiz?
Well, Tito's a guy I idolize, and thought there's no way I could ever be the same octagon as him. And this, to me, kind of feels like I'm in there too, so I hope to see him do well. And if I do see him do well, then that'll give me confidence as well.
For all the dudes who had to live in that house, can Forrest Griffin beat one of the most popular men in UFC history, the Huntington Beach Bad Boy?
Great wrestling, great ground and pound, some of the most vicious elbows in the game. He's got tremendous heart. He's maturing as a fighter. In his last octagon appearance against Vitor Belfort, he was in serious trouble. He came out of that to dominate Vitor. That shows maturity. It shows growth. And he's stepping into this fight with Forrest Griffin with a lot of confidence. The confident Tito is a very dangerous man.
And he's already trying to get in Tito's head, pulling the flag around the ring, jumping his face. Forrest will have nothing to do with that. He turned his back.
Smart move by Forrest, and as you said, you don't think Forrest will be bothered by this. Tito Ortiz has the crowd on his side. He is fighting just miles away from where he grew up in Huntington Beach, California, and he is back. There he is, the King of Queens, Kevin James in the house tonight. And the Rampage, Quentin Jackson, our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight matchup is brought to you by Science Extreme Supplements for Extreme Athletes. Available at GNC stores nationwide. Tito Ortiz, 4 years the elder of the Ultimate Fighter 1 champion, Forrest Griffin. Everything else is virtually the same. The fans wanted it, and Dana White says, then you got it, baby. Tito is back. Tito and Forrest are set to fight. Official introductions from Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, the fighter standing in the blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter who holds a professional record of 12 wins with 2 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall and weighed in at 203 pounds. Fighting out of Athens, Georgia, Forrest Griffin. And now introducing his opponent standing in the red corner. This man is a submission fighter who holds a professional record of 13 wins with 4 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall and weighed in at 204 pounds. Fighting out of Huntington Beach, California, ladies and gentlemen, the former UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Tito When the action begins, our referee for this contest is Big John McCarthy.
All right, gentlemen, you received your instructions in your dressing rooms. Do I have any questions from you, Forrest? Any questions from you, Tito? Touch gloves, gets back, let's go.
Tito wants nothing to do with Forrest, and Forrest wants nothing to do with Tito, but you know what? The mental game is over. It's time to throw down Tito Ortiz.
There was no glove touch tonight.
Nope. And Forrest just walked away. And look at Forrest, unfazed by the mental game. And as you well know, Stephan, he will bring it.
You ready? Get on! Come
The Huntington Beach bad boy is back. Tito catches it with a left, and Forrest smiles.
Good jab by Tito.
And that hook.
Nice inside leg kick by Tito.
Forrest has very good strikes. Good jab by Tito.
Forrest looks a little tense. I don't blame him. I am too.
Looking for the patented double leg, and he has it. Gonna look to ground and pound early.
Right away.
Listen to this crowd. Sold out Arrowhead Pond of Anaheim. 18,000 people.
And this is Tito's bread and butter. Inside your guard, throwing elbows.
Trying to overwhelm Forrest Griffin early.
He's one of the few guys that can do a lot of damage from inside your guard.
But this is what Forrest needs. He needs to get cracked with a few elbows to wake up.
I know somebody who did that to him in Las Vegas. Unfortunately, he did wake up. Rico Rodriguez, the former heavyweight champion, in the corner of Tito Ortiz and Team Punishment.
So by you saying he needs to eat some elbows to wake up, you think he needs something to get him pissed off?
Definitely, yeah. He was a little tense, a little gun-shy, and now he's going to get up and let it all hang out, except it looks like he's got a little cut, unfortunately. And this is Tito's bread and butter. Put your head against the cage and drop elbows and cut you.
And it's not just the positioning, it's where he has him positioned, and that's up against the fence. Ortiz punishing Griffin early. Ortiz looking for the quick finish. Forrest surviving, and as you said before, Stephan, Forrest is a gamer. You're going to have to knock him and knock him and knock him again to get him to quit in this fight. But Ortiz will be happy and more than willing to try.
He definitely epitomizes a wounded tiger. The more he's hurt, the better he fights.
He's taking some big elbows from inside his guard.
Yeah, Joey's got to get out of this position, especially up against the fence.
And it's going to be real hard to do.
Let go of it.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody sweep Tito.
Forrest is bloodied up already by Tito Ortiz. Can he get back to the savage that dominated the light heavyweight division for such a long period of time? Oh, so far it seems that he can. Ortiz relentless with his attack here in the first 2.5 minutes.
Forrest is taking some big shots.
Forrest checking the clock, checking his corner. He's got a little cut. He knows he needs to stand up.
Tito trying to pass. Good job done by Forrest Griffin.
He's passing that arm. He's passing that arm. Oh, Tito's got it back.
Tito continuing to punish Forrest Griffin.
Watch your head. Get your fingers out of his face.
And another elbow. McCarthy is right there. Big John McCarthy, our referee, making sure our fighter can intelligently defend himself.
Tito pushes such a relentless pace. His cardio is so good. He's been up at Big Bear, up in high elevation for 6 weeks, training like a madman for this fight.
Wouldn't come out of training.
There he goes. Forrest is getting back up. Nice. Forrest is back to his feet, and he's looking to throw. And Forrest is also one of those guys that just doesn't gas. He will not get tired. Yes! Lands a right hand.
Griffin with a right hand.
Tito does not like this.
We have ourselves a fight.
Forrest is bloody and just getting warmed up.
Good sprawl by Forrest Griffin. Tito still has one leg.
Get that leg free.
Gives up the takedown. Gives up another takedown.
46 seconds remains in round 1. Forrest was almost able to sprawl there and avoid the takedown, Stephan.
He's in a bad spot, too, because that eye is really starting to bleed bad, and Tito's going to target it.
Let go of the fence. Let go of it.
You can tell that if Griffin can get this fight up to its feet, that he has a chance to go toe-to-toe with Tito Ortiz. And it appears now that Forrest Griffin will survive round number 1. Final seconds of round 1. Great heart shown by Forrest Griffin. That is why he is the ultimate fighter.
Tito Ortiz patented ground and pound team punishment style. He doesn't mind staying inside your guard. He can do a lot of damage from here.
His trademark elbows. Forrest was able to get back to his feet and land a right hand. That's got to build his confidence a little bit.
Let's get the thoughts on the first round between Ortiz and Forrest Griffin from Eddie Bravo.
The first 75% of the round, it was classic Tito. He got the takedown, unleashed some brutal ground and pound action, landed at least 5 solid elbows, but Forrest Griffin almost made the round hard to score. He got back up, almost turned it around, landed a big right hand, But fortunately for Tito, he was able to get another takedown and end the round with some more ground and pound action. 10-9, Tito Ortiz.
Forrest was just saying something to Tito. I don't know what was going on there.
You know what? I almost wonder if he said, hey, baby, I'm standing here. Let's go. Caught a left again. Good jab by Ortiz. Forrest is going to do everything to try to keep this on its feet here in round number 2.
The problem is when he swings, he leaves himself open to the takedown.
Oh,
and there it is
again.
again.
Another one. Forced defense, went back to his feet.
Good job by Forrest. That's got to give him some confidence.
Forrest needs to work his range, work his jab, and use his feet.
Forrest has said many times, and Stephan, you've said the same thing since that great confrontation in The Ultimate Fighter. This is a ride that I just don't want to get off. And Forrest Griffin has been on an incredible ride.
Oh, Tito goes for the high kick, misses.
Unfazed on that strike attempt was Forrest Griffin, and Forrest putting together some nice combinations with the hands.
I said Forrest should keep this stand-up war as busy as possible.
That's going to help him avoid the shoot of Tito Ortiz.
He can take a shot, and he loves the counter.
Well, we know Forrest can take a shot, because you threw plenty at him, Stephan.
It is great. You could hit Forrest with his best Sunday punch. His head will spin around and hit you right back.
Mike Goldberg, Joe Rogan, Stephan Bonnar, light heavyweight fighter, joining us in the booth here at the Arrowhead Pond of Anaheim. And now the crowd starting to chant Forrest.
He's liking that combo, jab, hook, right straight, and it landed for him.
This is what we hoped we would see. A toe-to-toe confrontation that would continue. Tito has not gone for the takedown yet here in the second.
Tito looks to be pacing a little bit. He's not doing much.
I agree. Both of these men's cardio, though, is absolutely off the charts, Joe.
Yeah, for sure. Tito, like I said earlier, tried for that takedown there. His first big loss in the UFC, he lost to Guy Metzger by submission, but his first big loss was against Frank Shamrock, and he lost that fight because he gassed, and he learned from that mistake. And now he's well known for his cardio.
In that fight, too, Frank Shamrock did play him like a drum. At the end of the second round, he wanted Tito to take him down and waste a little more energy, and he laughed at him when he did it.
And he promised never again to lose for that reason, and he found out that to be the case. Another great sprawl. Forrest says he's okay. Forrest says he's okay. You know what? You brought up a great point earlier, Stephan. You said that it's almost like a tiger who needs to be wounded to get angry, and it's almost now as if Forrest is mentally in his game where he wants to be.
Forrest is cut and bloody and actually fighting a lot better than he did when he was fresh.
And it's acknowledged by Tito.
He needs to follow up.
He's got to be confident here in the fact that he's still in it.
Definitely. So far, he's win this round. Tito needs a takedown and steal the round.
Well, he has been unsuccessful with this last couple of attempts to try to take down Forrest Griffin.
This has got to be
another unsuccessful attempt.
This has got to be telling Forrest that he deserves to be in here, that he belongs in here with Tito.
And you know what? I don't care how confident of a fighter Forrest Griffin is. There had to be a bit of a doubt. And now he has found himself, Joe. And look at the smile on Forrest Griffin's face.
Yeah, now he's loosening up.
And you know what else? Now Tito Ortiz knows he's in a fight. Tito checking out the ability to shoot again as Forrest looked at the midsection of Tito Ortiz.
Forrest looks much looser.
Definitely more confident. Tito's shots are going to crap, and Forrest is landing punches.
With every sprawl and every takedown defense, it looks like Forrest is gaining confidence.
18,000 plus are all on their feet here at the Arrowhead Pond of Anaheim. Second round. And Tito Ortiz has not been able to take down Forrest Griffin.
Forrest is wincing. If you look at those punches coming at him, he is wincing.
And he's letting his left hand drop a little as Forrest's jab comes. Forrest should take that right hand over the top. Chuck Liddell style.
Tried to there.
I'm surprised that Tito's not pushing the pace more.
Tito seems to be just kind of giving the round away. He's not letting his hands go. I'm surprised.
Yeah, it's very weird. He, you know, I mean, if I didn't know how great his shape he is, I would say that he looks tired. Yeah.
There's no way he could be tired.
Unless he's sick.
Oh, Forrest lands it right over the top. Tito took it well. Now Forrest is moving his head, gaining confidence, sticking, moving. Footwork looks a lot better. Landing the jab.
Said to each other right there. An acknowledgement by Forrest.
Let's see Eddie Bravo's scorecard. I definitely had to give that round to Forrest.
Ken Shamrock next on Tito Ortiz's dance card.
Stop backing up. I want a 1, 2, 3. I want a shot after the third punch. Randy Couture right here and win the belt. This is what I need. I need a 1, 2, 3 to get him on the ground. Put him on the floor. And you better be relentless for the last 5 on the ground.
Eddie Bravo.
Well, Tito started the round really strong. He started with a couple jabs and landed a big right hand that hurt Forrest. But once Forrest started defending the takedown shots, like Joe said, he gained a lot of confidence and started picking Tito apart late in the round, landing hooks, landing rights, landing jabs. Forrest is starting to take the fight over. 10-9, Forrest Griffin.
Tito's corner was furious with him. And Forrest looks like he's gained more confidence.
Third and final round. And Forrest comes out swinging.
Still going with that combo. Jab, left hook, right, straight. It's landing for him in round 2. See if it could work in round 3.
If he can pull this off again, just like the last round, we're going to see Forrest win a decision here.
Tito going for the shot. Good spot on Forrest.
And a good jab as soon as he stood up.
We talked about it before. Forrest Griffin has spent hours upon hours with Randy Couture training in Las Vegas. And the sprawl is demonstrated to perfection.
Very telegraphed takedown by Tito. He looks very disheartened in his takedown attempts.
You can see it on Tito's face. He's losing a little confidence here. He lands a big right straight.
But he landed a punch, but his punches seem to be more pushing punches. Forrest seemed to have a lot more snap in them.
You called it, Stephan. Once Forrest was wounded, his confidence, his intensity, his belief within himself started to grow immensely.
Yes, Forrest is a guy that needs a punch to bring that tiger out of him.
And this is what we were waiting to see. Yes, absolutely. If the Tito of old would come back, he appeared in the first round. We don't see him in the second, haven't seen him yet in the third. Randy Couture in the corner of Forrest Griffin. Randy,
that's a really good right hand. Good stand-up's looking better this round. Good sprawl by Forrest. He gets back out. He's on his feet.
Starting to breathe out of his mouth is Forrest Griffin. Tito needs to get this back down.
3 minutes left. Can Forrest push it? If he stays busy with the stand-up, he could possibly steal this round 2.
Joe, was Tito more dominant in round 1 than Forrest was in round 2?
Yes, I would say so. But that doesn't matter because it's a 10-9 round system.
Well, we think because your opponent gets 9 or less, but I know exactly what you're saying.
It wasn't dominant enough to get a 10-8.
All right, that was exactly what I was wondering in your opinion, Joe. So right now, going into this third and final round, you think it's dead even.
Nice leg kick by Forrest.
So the next 2.5 minutes could tell us who walks away the victor.
Tito's left leg is wrapped up. I wonder if he had a problem with his knee in training.
Well, he's had surgery before.
Definitely looks
and that may
way.
take a bit of the explosiveness of his shoots out of him.
Ooh, Forrest lands a good right behind the ear.
Tito and Forrest, toe-to-toe, 2 minutes and 12 seconds remains.
Forrest looks much more comfortable on his feet here.
Oh, another one behind the ear.
As Stephan
Very nice.
Forrest Griffin trying to prove to everyone that he is more than just a reality TV star. The criticism that a lot of the veteran fighters have given to you, Stephan, and your former cast members of The Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah, looks like we do belong here.
Absolutely.
Oh, the big shot. Tito's got this one. Forrest is in guard.
He's got 90 seconds to try to win himself a decision, and he could very well do it here on the ground.
Yeah, this could be bad for Forrest. This could be the deciding factor in the fight.
This is all Tito needs to get a decision. A good takedown would solve it for him. So Forrest needs to get up to win this fight.
He's got to get his feet on Tito's hips and push him off somehow.
Or shoot for a submission. It looks like he's trying to go for that triangle. Tito's a little too smart.
Tito will need to stay busy or McCarthy will stand him up. Tito trying to get that right arm free. Tito trying to rain down some elbows and forearms. Looking to pass, he can't. Nice utilization of the guard by Forrest Griffin. And Forrest
is fighting hard off the bottom. He's landing those elbows. Pushing that head away and landing elbows. He's doing great.
We've waited years for a night like tonight here in Anaheim, California. And what a fight being delivered by Griffin and Ortiz.
30 seconds left.
He's landing elbows, but unfortunately the judges usually don't score those.
Oh, and he gets back to his feet. Beautiful by Forrest. He's got to finish strong. And he can steal this fight.
20 seconds remain.
It's time to slug it out.
Wow. If he can land some bombs, he can steal this fight.
There he comes back with the hook lands. Tito
10
nods.
seconds remains. Tito with an answer.
Let him go, guys.
Oh. Wow.
Beautiful finish. A beautiful finish.
Overtime. I want round 4, baby.
Definitely this fight isn't over in my book. I'd like to see a little bit more.
How great would this be if it was a 5-rounder?
Well, you know what? From your lips to God's ears, Joe, because you never know if someday it will be. The Huntington Beach bad boy returns, but does he make a triumphant return to the UFC? Forrest Griffin.
Tito wanted this fight more than anything in the world and thought he'd absolutely smash Forrest Griffin. And it's a very close fight in my head.
And we thought the way it started, Joe and Steppen, that he was going to smash Forrest Griffin.
Let's take a look at some of the action from the last round. Here's a nice right hand by Tito Ortiz.
Tito landed some good punches in this round. Here's the final uppercut. Hook lands.
Nice left
flush.
That last takedown may very well have made the difference for Tito Ortiz.
If he held him down, but Forrest negated it as he got back to his feet.
And you pointed out as well, Stephanie did a good job throwing from the bottom and the end of the fight.
He was pushing the head away and throwing those elbows very nice, being aggressive on the bottom and able to get to his feet. So in my opinion, that negates Tito's takedown.
The one thing that you can see, though, is Tito never really hurt by the strikes of Forrest Griffin. Eddie Bravo, how do you score it?
Whoa. The first 80% of that fight was very, very, very close. And I was giving it to Forrest Griffin. He landed he was stopping Tito's shots, and he was landing quite a few more punches, but it was still close. Tito did land some, but when Tito got the takedown, ooh, it started changing my mind, and I watched that ground and pound action very carefully, and if you watch it, he didn't really land any of those elbows in the ground and pound. Forrest did a great job at deflecting all the elbows, and he ended up getting back up, closing the round strong, and landed some good combinations. Forrest Griffin, 29-28.
And Forrest looks like he wants a round 4.
You know, it's very interesting when your scoring was put up on the big screen. I believe, look at this, the sprawl. Forrest saying I was sprawling on you all night, but Eddie Bravo, your scoring graphic went on the big screen. I think a lot of people in the house thought that Forrest had already won the decision. The official decision has yet to be revealed by Bruce Buffer. Wow!
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big hand for these UFC warriors. After 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. Abe Bilardo scores the contest 30-27 Ortiz. Hector Hernandez scores the contest 29-28 Griffin. As Cecil People scores it 29-27 for the winner by split decision, the Huntington Beach Bad Boy, Tito Ortiz.
Stephan, you've been in the same position as your good friend Forrest Griffin before. What's going through Forrest's mind?
Well, it kind of feels, Mike, like you got gutted. A very, very, very close fight, and a lot of people thought Forrest won that fight, but the judges saw it another way. Loses a close split decision, and he's definitely feel like he just got his guts cut out.
Well, I'll tell you what, he is a class act, Forrest Griffin. Let's go into the octagon, Joe Rogan.
All right, I'm here with the winner, Tito Ortiz. Now, Tito, I noticed coming into this fight, you had your left knee wrapped up. Listen, that was a phenomenal fight. You guys are doing no one any good by booing. It's not his job to make a decision. Now, Tito, coming into this fight, were you injured?
Yeah, actually, I was injured in 2 different ways. About a month out of this fight, I had a partial tear on my ACL and a partial tear on my LCL. I did when I was doing the Ultimate Fighter. But you know what? I stuck through it. I had my back, the same thing, on a bulging disc. You know what? I had no way to pull out for this fight, man. You see, there's 20,000 fans in my own hometown. I was not going to pull out of the fight. Like I say, with great sacrifice comes great reward, and the reward was this right here.
Now, when you found out that Eddie Bravo had scored it for Forrest, and when you heard that it was a split decision, how nervous were you that you lost this?
I was really nervous. You know, Forrest did an awesome job defending the double. Of course, working with Randy Couture. I helped Randy out when he fought Belfort for him to pretty much turn his back on me. You know what, whatever. I see who the star pupil is, cool. You know, everybody wants to beat me. I'll be the worst man in this UFC where people hate me. That's why I guess I'm the bad boy. Everybody hates me.
Now, do you think that your knee needs surgery?
I don't know. Hopefully not. We'll see if I do therapy. I have my therapist, Paul Lacanina from Pro Sport in Irvine, has been working with me up in Big Bear, really helping me out. But I really got to thank Saul Solis, my trainer. I got to thank Kendall Grove for coming up to Big Bear and training with me. I didn't have that many people to train with. Of course, being injured, trying to get the much train as I possibly could. But I'm not going to just lay down for the fight, man. I want to give these fans, they may boo for me, that's okay if you guys are still buying tickets.
Well, congratulations on your victory, and welcome back to the UFC. Tito Ortiz, ladies and gentlemen.
I say one thing, boo me, cheer for me, whatever. I just got a couple apologies to say. I want to say sorry to Lorenzo Fertitta, Frank Fertitta. Had to say sorry to Dana White for the last year that I held out and did what I did. But I was doing it for my family, that was the most important thing. I want to say apologize to them, and I got to thank Dana White for sponsoring my clothing company, Punishment Athletics, World Wide Web, punishmentathletics.com, of course. Thanks for Zuffa making this happen for me. And you 20,000 fans, boo for me, cheer for me. You got to understand one thing. I'm Tito Ortiz, and I'm staying here for a long, long time.
Spoken very well and with a great show of class. And you talk about a young man who has grown up. Tito Ortiz has grown up. Not in the eyes of Ken Shamrock, of course, but in the eyes, I think, of Frank and Lorenzo Fertitta, as well as Dana White. Forrest Griffin now with Joe Rogan.
All right, I'm here with the loser, Forrest Griffin.
Hey,
Forrest, you're a winner in my book, buddy. Now, you saw Eddie Bravo's unofficial scorecard, had you winning. You heard it was a split decision. Did you think you'd done enough to pull it off?
No, I didn't fight the first round. He had that takedown at the end. I think that stole the third round for him, I'll be honest. If I had gotten up quicker and not taken the pounding that third round, that would have been my third round. But he won it with that takedown, fair and square. He won the first round.
You're going to see a lot more of me and this guy fighting again, I guarantee you.
Hey, seriously, I feel so good right now, I'd like to go another 2. Let's make it a 5.
I think the audience would love to see that. Unfortunately, the athletic commission wouldn't.
I realized he had his leg taped there, and I kicked it once, and he slipped. And I'm so freaking nice, I stopped. It was like, ooh, God, did I hurt your leg? It's got a bandage on. I shouldn't kick that, huh?
All right, Forrest, do you think that this fight solidifies the fact that you deserve to be at the top of the sport?
You know, I never said I was that good. But there's nobody in this sport at 205 you put me in with, and I won't make it a fight. That's just the way I am. I'm just a dog. I fight, period. I'm not that technically good. I'm not that great, but I'm in a fight, and I'm in good shape. That's it. That's all you need.
Well, the fans love it. I love it. We look forward to seeing you again.
I love you.
Forrest Griffin!
I love you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you, Tito. Good night.
The Muscle Shark has been ranked amongst the top 5 170-pound fighters for the past 5 years. Tonight, he hopes to maintain that status by disposing of the always angry and controversial kid from down the road in Stockton. Our tale of the tape is brought to you by Science Extreme Supplements for Extreme Athletes. The 32-year-old Sherk against the 22-year-old Diaz. A huge reach advantage for Nick Diaz, and we saw his striking displayed in his win over Robbie Lawler. Once again, it's Bruce Buffer.
When the action begins, our referee in charge of this contest is Marco Lopez.
So Marco Lopez, our referee for this battle of 170-pounders. And Joe, a little foreshadowing on Sean Sherk. He is planning on going to 155 next. Amber takes her seat, and we are set to begin this battle between Sean Sherk
Fighter, you ready?
and Nick Diaz.
Fighter, are you ready?
Main event still ahead on the card here, UFC 59. Muscle Shark is explosive and powerful.
Nick Diaz is taking a very weird stance. Look how he's leaning way forward.
Looks like sprawl.
That's what he's looking for, to avoid that takedown. Front choke by Sherk.
Sherk is so strong. I mean, his strength rivals that of longtime welterweight champion Matt Hughes.
And he's got excellent condition as well. A lot of guys that are really muscled up like that, they gas, but Sherk is, he's got great cardio.
Well, some good elbows on the inside by Sherk.
Sherk has lost his last 2 UFC bouts, but that was to the world champion and the #1 contender, Matt Hughes and George St. Pierre. He has multiple wins outside of the UFC since we last saw him against George St. Pierre. Sherk has never suffered back-to-back losses. Diaz suffering back-to-back losses for the first time in his career, so lots to be dictated here in the 170-pound category here tonight.
And Diaz is sticking his head out. He's got his level lowered a lot, which is something you do with short guys, but not sticking your chin out like that. That's a little strange.
Yeah, it's almost like he's inviting him to punch.
Yeah, he's baiting him a little bit, maybe looking for the counter.
Well, remember how he baited successfully Robbie Lawler to get into a striking battle and shocked the world there, Stefan. Good straight right by Diaz.
Sherk putting his punches together
Sherk just
really
opened
well.
up a cut.
Oh, good right
there. Nice shot by Sean Sherk. Pardon me, it looked like he had opened up a cut. It's just a small one under the eye of Nick Diaz.
Sherk has great speed. Here he has a cradle. Good wrestling move.
Good take
it up the knees.
Just a little mouse under the right eye of Nick Diaz, so no real damage delivered by Sherk. Good knee.
Sherk is so fast.
Diaz going for the switch.
Go defense.
Still reaching for it.
Don't forget, a little over a month from now, May 27th, Matt Hughes against Royce Gracie from the Staples Center in Los Angeles. We will see you at UFC 16. Matt Hughes, Royce Gracie, that night in Los Angeles.
Get on it right now.
Diaz showing excellent takedown defense with that switch move.
Yeah, he keeps going to that.
Really works well, especially when you do give up the takedown. You just keep pulling that leg up and get the reversal.
Come on, guys. Let's go. He's trying to free Sean's right arm off his leg right there.
Now he's got the left underhook.
All right, that's enough. Let's go.
He jams
And they
it
will
up.
separate him.
There it is.
Let's fight. Let's go. Let's go.
Good job done by Nick Diaz. Sherk again, and you know what? Everything is a combination with Sean Sherk, Stefan.
He does throw punches and flurries.
Diaz ducks under. Diaz very unorthodox, as you guys mentioned. Oh,
and those
great
short arms
combinations.
come in handy from the inside. He landed a few there.
See underneath the right eye of Diaz, just a little brushed up. Caught him on the chin with the left again. Grazed it, if you will. Mike Goldberg, Joe Rogan, Stephan Bonner, light heavyweight Ultimate Fighter, in the booth with us for this fight. Main event still ahead. Arlovsky and Sylvia for the heavyweight title.
Very impressed with Nick Diaz takedown defense.
Diaz trying to work the knees. Under a minute remains in round one. Diaz trying to get to a position of knee to the body because he can't knee to the head.
He decided to let go of it and throw some punches.
Diaz looks to paw ahead to set up that big counter. Shirk is really keeping busy.
Good counter left hook.
Nice knee, good follow-ups. And he's staying busy on him. Combo, then straight to the shot. Diaz going for that standing switch again.
The pace that is kept by Sean Shirk is extremely impressive.
10 seconds, 10 seconds.
This fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds.
I'm equally impressed with Nick Diaz's takedown defense. He's really doing a good job of keeping this fight on his feet.
Very good round by Shirk. I'd have to give that one to him. Maybe Diaz is pulling the Forrest Griffin strategy, letting his opponent hit him a few times before he really wakes up and lets his hands go.
All right, let's go now. Let's go.
Round two.
And there you go. Diaz may have found his range. He landed that shot. And with a taller fighter, I know from experience, it takes a few minutes to find your range.
Nice knees by Shirk.
Ooh, there's another one.
Nick Diaz just got a nasty takedown defense.
Yeah, it's a very quick reaction on that sprawl. Good counter right by Shirk. It looks like Diaz's mouthpiece came out, but he seems unfazed by the punch. Seems like Diaz is just throwing one punch at a time. It'd be nice to see him throw some more combinations. I like to yell at myself for the same thing sometimes. So.
Combinations by Shirk.
Shirk very busy from the inside.
He's having a hard time reaching Diaz.
Gets off, he goes for that shot. If it's not there, he pulls out and he throws 2 or 3 shots.
Fake the shot there and threw a punch. Nick Diaz is wide open with his arms. And there you're paid for it.
He's starting to throw some combos now. Looks like Shirk's found the home for that left hook. It's hard to see from the southpaw stance, that left hook. Goes for it again, misses.
Diaz is doing a good job of using his reach to avoid damage.
He's landing that jab now. Seems to have gotten his range down this round. Doesn't seem to get hit as much, throwing some combinations.
Like Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Good right hand by Shirk. Again, good beautiful sprawl.
Probably worked that a ton after that Diego Sanchez fight. He got taken down an awful lot and probably lost because of that. Very close fight, very good fight.
Diego's a very similar type of fighter, too. Again, Nick Diaz is only 22 years old. 10 years younger than Sean.
Those little uppercuts are landing. There's Shirk a little busy from the inside, as usual. Throwing in combinations. Definitely give the physique advantage to Sean Shirk.
Well, I'll tell you what, and with Shirk, the relentless attack that he likes to use will be, not unselfishly, either the ground or on the feet.
This is a very difficult fight to score.
Oh,
Nice
timed
knee.
that knee beautifully. If you just would have let it go, that might have ended the fight.
Going for an omoplata. He didn't secure the arm.
Stephan, you've faced opponents not unlike Sean Sherk before. Some men get out, I would say, accurately of submissions. Some men just power out of submissions. Sherk and Hughes have the ability a lot of times to just power out of a submission, don't they?
Yes, both very, very powerful, especially being so compact, Sean Sherk. He's going to be hard to submit also with very short arms and legs. It's hard to secure an arm bar and knee bar.
Very nice reversal here. We got Nick Diaz on top now.
Yeah, he went for a leg lock and got the reversal, and now he's looking at the ground.
Good spin by Sherk.
Very good reversal by Sherk.
Now a good display of all the skills utilized in mixed martial arts by Sean Sherk and Nick Diaz. Don't forget, main event still ahead on the card tonight here at UFC 59. Heavyweight title on the line, Andrei Arlovski against Tim Sylvia.
Rolling into a knee bar.
We have reached almost the end of round number 2.
Diaz knows he's got to get back up and get off to steal this round. Very close round. And if Sherk ends on top, he'll definitely lose it.
Final seconds of the round. Once again, a special thanks to Tim Ryan, the president and CEO of the Arrowhead Pond of Anaheim.
Nick Diaz.
And time runs out here.
Wow.
All right, guys, let's go, let's go. Touch him up, come on. Come on. Touch him up, touch him up, touch gloves. All right, fight, let's go.
Third and final round, Sherk and Diaz. Sherk in the white and black trunks, Diaz in the green trunks. And guys, this is a pretty darn close fight right now.
Very close fight.
Yeah, it's anyone's fight here.
Not unlike the great battle we just saw between Tito Ortiz and Forrest Griffin.
Might be seeing another split decision.
After seeing what happened in that last round, if I was Nick Diaz, I might think about pulling guard. I might think about doing whatever I could to take this fight to the ground.
Recent family additions to Sean Sherk have him, at least from what he told us, more focused than he's ever been in his mixed martial arts career. And let's face it, guys, the rewards for successful mixed martial artists are unlike they've ever been in the past. The growth and popularity of the sport leads to the ability for these fighters to make themselves a decent living if they can excel in the octagon and other mixed martial arts battles.
Hopefully more than a decent living. Hopefully something they can retire on. That's the craziest thing about fighting is, you know, you can't do it for very long. And these guys, they bank their whole life on it. I mean, Stephan, I don't have to tell you about that.
Yeah, it's really nice to be getting a good paycheck. I fought Terry Martin for $150 and $150 to win not too long ago, so I'm pretty thankful.
Wow, $300.
How about this? Pro debut decision loss for Forrest Griffin against Dan Severn years ago, $250.
Oh, did we get ripped off or what?
Well, you know, Jeremy Horns fought numerous times for free just to stay active.
Yep, you're right. Now, I'll tell you what, we've got to thank the fans, the people here at the Pond. Tim Ryan, the president and CEO, Mike O'Donnell, the general manager, Peter Drobick, all have welcomed the octagon into the state of California and here to the Arrowhead Pond of Anaheim.
Nick Diaz threw one of the first kicks I saw there. Sean returns one.
Who will take control here in the final 3 minutes and earn themselves a decision victory?
Looks like Sherk bagged the takedown ideas, and they just want to stand up this round.
Now somebody's going to have to take advantage of the stand-up game.
It's very even.
Diaz trying to set up that big left.
Pawing with that jab.
Oh, spinning back fist.
Beautiful spinning back fist, and right to the shot.
Yeah, he caught him.
And there Diaz goes for that switch, the takedown defense again. It's been working for him all night. And there it goes. Is he going to turn him? And he does.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
And good reversal from there by Sherk. Looks like he's going for a Kimura on that left arm.
So powerful.
He's got it. Oh, he let go.
He pulled that one off with Riggs too, but Riggs got out of it.
Diaz just looked up at the clock. 2 minutes to go.
Come on, let's go.
Diaz a little bloodied early on, but not too badly, and now it is Sherk who's a little bloodied under the right eye.
Got to be careful looking up at that clock. Sherk just did that and almost got tagged. I did that against Sam Hogarth, got punched in the face.
Great show on Spike TV last week. The Dean of Mean, Keith Jardine, and the man sitting next to me, Stephan Bonnar, who battled Sam Hoger in the Ultimate Fighter series.
Yeah, that was probably my worst fight to date, and I'll make up for it next time.
There you go. Well, Sam wants that rematch in the same light as you want the rematch with Forrest Griffin.
Well, if that's the case, even your worst fight today was still a great fight.
I gave it a C-.
Final 1 minute and 5 seconds of this third and final round.
What would you give this fight?
I'd say a solid B.
Come on, let's work, guys, let's work.
Well, this last round's fizzling out a little bit. It depends on the last 50 seconds.
What's next for you, Stephan?
Well, now that Forrest lost, probably Forrest Griffin.
Wow, would that be any good?
Shirk seems to be going for it. He's still letting those hands go. Still got gas in his tank.
I would hate to have to be a judge of this fight.
Very close.
Yeah, this is going to be a very, very tough decision.
30 seconds left. Let's see who really goes for it.
Final 30 seconds of this third and final round. Diaz trying to sweep the leg. Shirk driving forward, looking for a double leg.
Takedown.
Yep.
Nick Diaz is locking in a guillotine.
And then
he's got
slapped
a guard.
it out.
10 seconds remains.
Can he finish?
10 seconds, 5 seconds.
Shirk seems to have passed. He's out of the guillotine.
He's out, and we will render a judge's decision. Nick Diaz and Sean Shirk go the distance.
Very tough, close fight.
Very close fight.
Stephan, what do you think?
Jeez, I'd say first round Shirk, second round Diaz, third round very, very close. I'll coin flip. I'll give it a Shirk.
All right, let's see if that holds true. Let's see what Eddie Bravo thought. Eddie Bravo scoring for this matchup.
Well, the whole fight overall was really close, but scoring round for round, it looked like, 30-27. Sean Shirk, it looks like a domination, but really it was a close fight. I gave it to Shirk because all the rounds looked pretty much the same. He was pushing the action. He was pushing the takedowns. And even though Nick Diaz had phenomenal takedown defense, it seemed like he wasn't taking advantage of his reach and his knees like he could have. Sean Shirk just out-hustled him, outworked him, 30-27.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges score this contest 30-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, the Muscle Shark, Sean Shirk.
So a unanimous decision victory for Sean Shirk.